Welcome back to Good Day. From I Drive Your Truck to Hard to Love, Lee Brice has become one of country music's biggest stars. And you can see him Friday, July 31st at Centennial Terrace in Sylvania. Lee's with us this morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what can fans expect when they come out to your show?
Well, if they hadn't seen one before, I guess I like to call it a roller coaster ride. I try to come out and have a really big time, but I also, I grew up writing songs just me and a guitar, and so a lot of times I like to kick the band off stage and just play a couple of things, just me, and connect with the crowd. So we like to go up and down and up and down and leave everybody famished when they leave.
Look, Ma, no hands. Yeah, hold on
Yeah.
tight. So you mentioned writing songs, and you've written songs for some big names before you had your hits. Garth Brooks, one of them. What was it like to write for some other people, but then start writing your own music?
Well, I always was writing for me. I always wanted to be the artist. I wanted to do that thing. But in the process of, early on, I got to write songs, while I was making a record. And a few people heard them, including Garth, which was my hero, and still is. And so it was huge to be able to get that, not only because it was just really cool, but also because that got me a big foot in the door to start my own artist career, that I was already headed towards. It was really great to have those kind of songs happen early on.
Sometimes you just got to get your foot in the door. But now you have released so many #1 hits. You've got some new music coming out too. Sorry if you couldn't hear me. Do you still get
Yeah.
nervous when you're releasing new music?
You know, I don't get nervous. I'm excited, but I mean, it's kind of like a football game. It's like I'm excited to go out there when I was playing football, and I was so excited to get out there and play this game. Nerves were there, but they were kind of an exciting nerves, adrenaline, because I worked so hard on this music. And at the end of the day, I want to love the music I make. And I just hope that transfers over to everybody else, and it has in the past. And so we're just going to keep doing what we do.
Yeah, I feel like songs like "I Drive Your Truck," that has to be one I would imagine you've heard from fans that really hits home when you talk about losing a loved one and the way that you grieve that loss. I imagine these songs really connect with people.
Well, that's kind of even what I was just saying, like even on a song like that, that's one that I heard and I didn't write, but I heard it and it hit me in my own way. I thought about my grandpa, as the song talks about a brother, but a lot of people come to me and they're like, "Well, I have a whole nother connection to it." But I figured, well, I'm getting my own connection to it, so I think everybody else will have their own connection, and so that is true. I get a lot of stories from a lot of folks that it impacts their lives, and that's why I do this at the end of the day.
Yeah, what can we expect from your new stuff coming out?
Oh man, it's all over the place. It's different. I grew up on all kind of music, everything from country to rock and roll to pop to R&B, I mean, you hip hop, you name it. As long as it was good music, I love it. And some of that is little nuggets of that's all over my record all the time. And so I just try to make good music. So this thing is a story of where I'm at in my life right now. And all the records are, 3 kids and a wife. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And so balance and all that's all over this record.
I was just about to ask that question. How do you balance that being a dad and a husband, but then also hitting the road and doing all these shows? How do you balance all that?
I don't. There wasn't really an answer for that before, but then I figured out that I could build a studio on my bus, and on the downtime on the road, I get a lot of work done on the road that I don't have to do when I get home now, and that really has helped a lot. So that all the hours that say when I get home, I don't have to go to the studio because I've already done a lot of that work while I was out on the road and downtime. So that's been a big help. But obviously, it's just being intentional about which shows you take, how to route the shows. But that's been a big one, having the studio on the road.
Yeah, that's huge. Do your kids know, like, my dad's Lee Brice? Like, do they know that?
I mean, they do, but I don't know if they care that much.
They don't care. Like, yeah.
Hey, the older they get, the more they start to like go, "Hey, Daddy." So can I come to the show? Yeah. But when they're younger, they're like, "Yeah, you're just Daddy,"
Yeah, well, that's wonderful though for them to just be able to see you as dad. So we've got the show coming up here. You're going to be in our neck of the woods at the end of July, Centennial Terrace. You can get your tickets now through Ticketmaster, the Huntington Center box office as well, and at Centennial Terrace the night of the show. So make sure you get those tickets now to come out and see Lee Brice. Hey, it's been great chatting with you. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me. And you keep singing. I heard you singing when we first got on this thing.
you know, hard to love, hard. It's catchy. It's catchy. Thanks for your time. Take care.
Thanks for having me. Okay,
Bye. Bye-bye. And we'll be back with some more Good Day right after this. Stay with us.